channel. I am your host, Wayne Moore, aka Mortanius, and we are back with some Telltale's Batman: The Enemy Within. When we last left off, we had ourselves a nice, freaky introduction to the Riddler. Managed to save a gangster who wasn't really a gangster as far as he liked to consider himself. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe, or drop a comment here on YouTube or both, and let's get into it. Also, check out some of my other playlists. The obviously previous Telltale's Batman game before this one. A few Batman Arkham games as well. Actually, the entire series. Apologies for that, folks. The entire series, as well as need to adjust the sound in my ears. The entire series, as well as Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain
playthrough. What an eventful evening. I've taken the
as well as the Surge.
Some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Well, I hid my musical choice from you folks earlier. Don't you worry. Not gonna do it now.
Something cool.
Honestly, and I'm not being funny, I'm not an expert when it comes to record players, but you wouldn't have to worry
The
about
computer
moisture
is
down
finished
here.
Scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Let's look at the cave first. How about we do that? Alright. See what we're dealing with, see what we're dealing with.
No one beats Lucius's handiwork.
Yep. Previous model of the bat suit. Yeah, that's actually going to become a problem of his eventually. Emphasis on the extremely sharp. Alright. And that's the bat suits. Not a bad little bunch. Now, how about I feel something deep in my belly? Get in my belly.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Yes, it is. It was the stuff in the last game too, and nobody's mad at it. There's a lot over here. I have to be able to do something. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That must be the elevator where we came down. Oh. Oh, let's go from the start.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Stick by what I said. So long as she's copacetic, it is what it is. wonder. Hold on.
Harvey Dent. He was a
He
friend.
does.
Once. In the end, Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin. He's in Arkham Asylum now, with the rest of the criminally insane. Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin. My oldest. Oswald Cobblepot. The
I'll leave
Penguin.
that on.
My oldest friend.
Oh. That's all you really need to say, honestly.
Vicky Vale, a.k.a. Lady Arkham. Driven to madness. Leader of the Children of Arkham.
Yeah, I still wonder if she survived. Because regardless of everything else, like I said, her skills were quite impressive. Her tech as well.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's
Good.
plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Alfred.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Nice segue. Alright, let's check out some of these bad computer changes, shall we? Let's go for the codex first. Good lord. Alright. This Avesta is an interesting one. Yes. But if that's the case, I need to be real careful with that. It's easy to turn a fan into somebody who hates you. Right. I wonder about that bone he has to pick with Maury. He was obviously supposed to provide the Riddler with something. It would have to be able to reach the highest echelons of political power. Man, there's no way she was running around with Thomas that entire time and wasn't aware of it. And Alfred said she wanted him to stop. I don't know. I don't know. It's possible. Never actually knew when Arkham Asylum was established. November of 1921. That's interesting. So with all these renovations, the question becomes, is everybody still in Arkham Asylum, or have you moved them like to Blackgate or something? Crime Alley. The nightmare. Where it all began. And that's the codex for you folks. Let's catch the feed. Oh. Ah. Yeah, of course it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. Public opinion is able to survive long enough to have public opinion. Yep. Wayne Enterprises is on the rise again. Really? Interesting. You know, it's interesting. Are they simply leaving because they don't think they can win the case, or are they leaving because they're getting a heaping helping of Two-Face? Oh, and this agency's actually in the news. I wonder how Waller feels about that. Model prisoner, huh? Yeah, just like he graduated from Cambridge. Blackgate, that answers my question. Yeah, he's pretty charming. So charming you want to let him out of his cell so he can blow the brains out of your partners, huh?
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new
Domestic black
direction.
sites.
Maybe,
Classy.
but the agency's
Maybe.
empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing
it's
our
hard to
unpaid
say.
and thoroughly exhausting job. I mean,
Well,
They might make
things
things
won't be
harder.
easy with a bunch of spies nearby. They're well-equipped
There it
spies,
is.
too.
maybe it wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt to talk to Lucius about upgrades. Try and level the playing
Yes.
field.
Last thing we need is them tracking me back here or to Wayne Enterprises. And they'll pull it. Waller's like that. They'll pull it.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes. To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peñadoro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick.
His derangement.
The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know
His
just the
derangement
place for
doesn't
him.
make him any less
Plenty of
intelligent.
room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. It's confusion.
What do you mean, what was that?
delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take
Okay.
everything back.
There's nothing like hyper crazy. And Gotham tends to be full of it. Okay, so there must be something else I need to look at. Maybe back to the puzzle box.
Let's see what
Jesus.
Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Okay. Oh, not enough to deal with.
There's
Dude,
writing
you'd be
engraved
perfect
along
for
the rim.
just
I
standard
have an
brain
eye,
teasers.
yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
I have an eye but cannot see. What am I? Who am I? Not what am I? Who am I? An eye but cannot see. Who am I?
Justice. How it relates to Batman, maybe. Lady Justice is blindfolded to show she's impartial.
She has two eyes under the blindfold, though, not one.
So it's something else.
And yeah, see, an eye, and that's what I was kind of wondering too. Could say one-eyed Jack, but I doubt it. You could say the eye of a needle, and that wouldn't entirely be inaccurate. But he said, "Who am I?" Let's just go with the
The
eye of the needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's
Indeed.
telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Okay.
Never forget.
Never forget. I wonder if the bad computer is just gonna have me use all of the stuff I did beforehand.
Your guess is as good as mine.
That was interesting. Actually, I thought he was trying to say something else, but okay. But that's fine. So you need a needle, huh? Well, I don't really have a needle here. But will a batarang do?
See, the refined edge allows for a cleaner flight path.
Okay. I guess not. And he actually had more to say about his gadgets. Interesting. Oh, wait. What about Catwoman? But first,
Needle. A record needle.
no, I mean that works too.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh.
What do you mean? Do you
Some
not
kind
hear
of
the pulse?
manipulating radio bands or waveforms? Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Honestly, it sounds like something to track you. Shut it down.
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
He kind of sounds a little worried about that.
I'll be
I
at
can
Wayne Tower.
understand it.
Good
He's gonna
hunting,
have to
Bruce.
be able to work for me as well as for Batman without her seeing what he does. Interesting.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad I caught you.
Regina?
I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
I told you I got to meet Lucius. I've got work for him. It doesn't need to be complicated. And there's no point in tossing out unnecessary information.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to
Oh,
stop,
no, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me.
All
Any
right.
idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do.
Is it?
Shouldn't take long.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
Risky,
My God,
kid.
Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer.
Stealth.
Not
Shell.
bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
Someone
Hit the
here
ground
wants a
running, huh?
raise.
She's already gunning for my job, Bruce. Can you believe it?
The hours you work, not a chance. I actually have a life. Huh.
Oh.
There's something different about you.
There is.
Could it be the chunk of ear missing?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Yeah, let's.
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Ah,
Too late,
crap.
already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever
Time
put it
for that
together
file to
was kind of
disappear.
showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? That's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
No details.
Pretty cool,
Let's just.
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use.
Why you say that?
I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Oh, Jesus.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
You trying to bring her into the family business,
if you think you
Lucius?
can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the China.
Well, you know Al.
Luke.
No one
Interesting.
messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard.
That'll be useful.
Thanks, boss.
All right then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What we do. If you're willing to
didn't
pull
think
her
so.
into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her. She's family after all.
Well, if she's anything like you,
She's better than me.
okay. Then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
All right.
Mr. Wayne,
Good
Yes.
Lord.
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in
And
my
that
office.
file is still on my desk.
Whenever you, get done here.
We'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
That's what's up. Just be careful. That thing is funny.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Yeah, let's
I
go
sure
with
hope I'm
this.
not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much.
Oh, crap. And there's that file.
This office, it really represents you.
Oh, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah,
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that. What's that all about?
Ah, crap.
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Interesting.
Riddler, that psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
Yeah.
A
Exactly.
lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it,
Interesting.
you two were close.
Yeah, I mean, we got along.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray.
Did you
Several
watch
people
the whole
were hurt.
video?
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Interesting.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Interesting.
And your point is what exactly? That I'm some kind of criminal mastermind?
Or just really unlucky.
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
Interesting. Nice little trap you just tried to throw me into there.
Invoking your right to silence, Wayne?
That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Oh, man. And that was probably why he was trying to call me.
Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself
What?
out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us. I might still be able to disable it, but...
Lucius, just stay calm, okay? I'm gonna get you out of here.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
Lucius! No!
Well.
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
3. Interesting.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
It's cold,
Believe me,
but...
Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped.
Hear you on that one, old school.
Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back.
No,
I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
On kind of one of the greatest days of her life.
I should go talk to her.
Yes.
And then...
she can use all the support she can get.
With that happening, it's like... is he gonna track down how that just happened? Is he gonna track down that Bruce Wayne somehow had his device?
None of this feels real.
Your dad was
Not gonna make it about me.
like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Problem is with that statement.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know?
Uh-huh.
They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about.
There
So
were
much
times
wisdom in
I
that goofy head of his.
I asked a
did
lot
ask
of
too
it.
much.
Maybe too much.
There was no real way to avoid it, but
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man.
dude, what?
I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany,
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
You know what?
For my
We're
own
gonna do
sanity.
this anyway.
Tiffany,
Ah,
I'll tell you
crap.
soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life
assume
at risk
so.
for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be quiet. That's gonna be a problem otherwise. I could just as easily have lied to you.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right?
Really, dude?
For that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been quite a man. Either that or he left a lot of money.
Excuse me?
Dude.
Just saying. He seems popular.
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Yeah.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Okay. I guess you thought he was gonna stab you.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
He's not good with people, you can tell.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things.
Interesting.
It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know?
You've been in an asylum for a while.
I'm the new guy now.
It's effectively prison.
It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it.
You take it one step at a time.
It's not like Arkham.
Things were simple in Arkham.
Those padded walls.
Yep.
You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me.
And now's when you want to have that talk, huh?
Score with Zaz, and you know, getting you out of Arkham.
You didn't do either. You created a problem.
By me, aren't you? I know. Sure,
Yeah,
man,
I'm actually going to.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
At so many points in your lives, and now he's gone.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you
And
will
what
meet
fold,
them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
All right, dude, but we need to be done talking right now.
John. Just say when and where.
Oh, I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Jesus, John.
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot.
I can respect the fact that you want a picture
know
with a
you're gonna hit
friend.
it off with the guys.
But now ain't that moment.
I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know
Interesting.
him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
Even his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
Dropping in breadcrumbs. Interesting.
I already said I'd meet your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you.
Wasn't trying to leave that
I really don't know
breadcrumb, but
much.
sure.
I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Not gonna lie.
Do not get involved.
When this clearly means so much to you. No. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this. Just meet my friends later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me.
Hey, good luck with that.
Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce.
Nah.
Until next time.
He has a strong desire to please right now.
Intriguing
There's
fellow.
no point.
Certainly not one for decorum.
And moreover, he'd probably find the tracking device out of mistake.
Went unnoticed.
Of course
he
it
didn't.
didn't.
About John. He gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Once again, I hope Riddler don't figure out that you had access to his little toy, because he's probably tracking the fact that that toy is no longer sending out that signal at this point.
Enjoying the view.
Yeah, hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier, but when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne has a talent for finding himself in the crosshairs.
You can say that again. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
That also means it would have been useful potentially to have funded the police, but at the same time, Arkham needed to be rebuilt.
Was recently purchased, anonymously.
Renovated.
The only thing there is an old water tower.
Interesting.
Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
You and me both.
How so?
But
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way.
oh, I can
She'll
tell.
stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think
Me
she's good
either.
for Gotham.
We all need to draw a line somewhere. It's what separates us from the scum we're trying to catch.
There it is.
I'm glad to hear you say that. The thing with Waller is her line's real blurry. Sometimes you can't see it at all. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got a breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
Don't need to burn bridges.
She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Well, folks, that's going to be the end of part 2 of episode 1 of Telltale's Batman, The Enemy Within. If you like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, and subscribe here or on YouTube. Drop a comment. And check out some of my other playlists. Wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And